Recently, I gave a talk at an event in London called the Top Boy Academy. And it was about how you make it in creative industries and how to stay on top of the digital landscape. The event was a series of talks, workshops, demos, and it was produced by a platform called NTS Radio with Netflix to celebrate the release of the new Top Boy series, giving young Londoners an insight into the inner workings of music, TV, and the film industries. I was speaking alongside loads of the cast members from Top Boy, some featuring Ashley Waters, Michael Ward, and the writer Ronan Bennett, as well as industry experts from the extended NTS family, filmmakers, casting directors, DJs, costume designers, and more. All of the recordings from the event, including my talk, is available online now. If you're interested in learning about creative industries and how to carve a career in media, search for Top Boy Academy on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or check the NTS site at nts.live.
Do you know what I was going to do, yeah? I was actually going to ask you, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, just how you are and, like, just talk about, just have a live conversation. But I've been inspired to do something from something that you posted.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do.
Oh, my God.
Having a conversation. We're having a conversation. Caleb will figure out how to put this on the screen. But this is what I want anyone to do that's listening to this, yeah? Basically, Wretch posted something on his Instagram, yeah? Which is some artwork that someone had done for him, and it's like the evolution of Wretch. So you can see, like, there's all of these different faces, like Wretch faces and stuff, like from the beginning to where it is now. So if you go there and you have a look at it, then you'll be able to kind of gauge where we're at and what we're doing. And obviously make sure I put this up on the screen and that, yeah?
Yeah.
But I saw this, bro, and I thought, nah, this is actually cold, bro.
It's mad, innit?
Who did this first?
Illustrations. Let me get my...
I know it's a young lady, yeah. She needs an honourable shout out for this, bro.
Yeah,
I went on her thing.
Still. Did you go on?
I went on and I had a look at some of her other work, yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, it's cold. You see it? Yeah,
her actual Instagram is illustration.
Cause
she ill with it. Yeah.
What, just illustration?
Yeah, illustration.
Jesus,
Yeah.
How did you feel when you saw this?
Bro, do you know the first thing I said? When I opened so I done an interview, and then she came in and she was like, "Oh yeah, we made this for you." And I opened the box, and I saw it, and I said, for fuck! I was so happy, and I was so angry at the same time.
Album cover.
Oh,
I thought, you know what, yeah? You see, when I saw this, I thought, this is Wretch. This is like, at first I thought, is this how Wretch is like unveiling his album cover?
Yeah.
Because I thought, nah, it's not unveiling. And then I realised, it's just artwork. Like,
how long ago did you get that?
The day.
Recent.
Yeah, the day we filmed the thing.
After you'd already like locked in the artwork. For
That's
the
all
album
finished.
and everything.
Yeah. That's all signed off, finished, paid for,
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
There's no going back from there. Like, when I said, oh my God. And she's like, what? I said, you're showing me this now. She's laughing like, what do you mean? I'm saying, you're showing me this. This could have been mine.
Fam, this artwork is and it's the attention to detail in it that's sick as well. But do you know what? The first face.
Yeah.
The first face. From here, from my perspective, yeah, this here looks around like the Learn From My Mixtape face. Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But do you know what?
When you see that, like, what do you see when you see that?
Do you know the mad thing? That picture is from Tractor.
Oh yes.
But the face is But the picture,
So
you know how I know it's
way
Tractor?
after.
Because of the thing that I was wearing, like I made some thing and I was calling them a rain, and it had my logo on it.
Yeah.
Like a chain kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I get it now. When you see that, how does that feel? Like the Tractor, like, how does that feel when you see that, bro? Because that was a very, very different kind of time in your life.
Yeah.
There was obviously a lot of things, but even before that. So, let's look at you know, all of the mixtapes that you had done prior to that, and then like
Yeah,
building that thing in your life where people are starting to really respect you as a lyricist and a barrer. Do you get me? Talk to me about that.
That was a solid time, man. That was like, you know, like you almost felt like that was when we almost felt like we finally got to the top of this first stage of this mountain that we've been running and climbing and running uphill with roller skates in the snow with a rucksack on with weights in. It's like everything's pulling man back, but we managed to get up to this point. How was your
relationship? How was your relationship with your family and that at that point?
Oh, always solid, man.
Yeah,
always solid. Never relationship with family never not been solid. If I'm honest with you, now it's amazing. It's amazing now, but at that point it was always solid. But I think now, like, I think it's just because I'm prioritizing more, and I do have a bit more time than I did then. At that point as well, what happens is you're thrown into the whirlwind, and it's like everything that's presented to you, you almost feel like you have to do, because it's like, this is for GQ, or this is Go Fashion Week, or this is Jules Holland, or this is go here, F64. Oh, you need to go on here. Like, everything is a yes, because you need to do everything. Yeah. And
also it's a new and shit,
it's
isn't it?
New,
like,
yeah. And this is what you work. So in your head, I grafted to get to this piece here. I'm never letting this go. So anything that's come, yes, I'm doing. F64, we're doing. Like, everything's getting done and everything's getting shelled down. So you don't even have time for you at that point. Like, we're looking at that poor guy. I'm looking at his face now as a younger me. I'm thinking, poor guy.
Serious?
Yeah, man. Wow. He had so much to do.
Do you know what? I look at it, and I think, because obviously I thought it was a lot earlier than that. But even then, like I've been following you from Learn From My mixtape. Yeah? And I remember, do you know what? Let me just talk about that quickly. I remember, prior to that, obviously I didn't know nothing about you or anything like that, really, yeah? And me and Ben, like Benny Scar, that's my brother, we was just rolling around doing some things, whatever. And I remember one day, like, I've jumped in the car and he's like, you need to hear this. And I was thinking, even now when I think about it, I think, how the fuck did he even get that? I don't know how he got that. I don't know where he got that from, but it ended up just being a thing that we played in the car every day, all night. If I'm lying, I'm dying, bro. We just sat there and battered that. Like, that's funny. Absolutely battered that. But then obviously later on, like, somehow, I don't know, I've met you somehow, and then, like, I don't know the day that I've met you and that.
I can't actually remember. I was thinking that on the way here.
I just always just had like a big...
I feel like I've just always known you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I just had like a massive respect for you as an artist. I just thought you was just this fucking... Just the sickest on the microphone, innit, you know? But then, like, I look at that, and when you're telling me about the tractor time, I'm seeing it from a fan perspective of now, like, he's actually, at this time here, people that are usually busting through are not really, like, they're not, like, that talented on the microphone like that at this time. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, he's actually starting to get a little look. And you were kind of the dark horse a little bit as well. The man was not like, people respected you in that, but we weren't looking at you as the guy that is going to go through.
Like, it wasn't supposed to happen.
It weren't supposed to happen. So now it's like, like, man's getting a little, you know what I mean? It's kind of...
Money I make, though.
Yeah.
I make kind of money. You see about Jules Allen.
The next phase.
So then the next phase to me is, it looks like...
What is it that you see, though?
It's mad, because it's funny, because, you know, like, I looked into the picture deeply when I first got it. But then now, I never had a conversation with someone about it. And now we're talking about it, and just even looking at the first one, I say, poor you, look at him.
Do you still feel like about the second phase, though?
And I think the second phase is just... To me, that's looking like either don't go or forgiveness or something like that.
That's now where, like, that's where life's really changing now.
Yeah, it's all switched up there. But yeah, he's got to do what he's got to do. I think like it's weird. I would say, if I'm honest, even this might not even make sense, but I feel like in music I was found, but in life I was lost.
What do you mean by that?
Like, as in, I'd only lived, like for most of my life in this point, I've only lived to be in this position.
What, second phase?
Yeah, well, the first and second phase, kind of. But once I got in that position, it was nothing. It was about Jermaine. It was only about Wretch. So if Jermaine needed sleep, Wretch said, "Bro, we've been
Way
writing
too
our
hard for
arse
this.
off for you to come and be tired. It's not tired. Let's go studio. Let's go here. Let's go. So it was really, it was full on. It was full on.
Do you think as well? Yeah, the fact that like, again, like we were saying that I didn't feel, and a lot of people didn't think that you was gonna be the person that was gonna start like experiencing that. Yeah. Do you think that there was like something in you as well that had felt like, all right, cool, yeah, I know this ain't supposed to happen. Maybe as a young buck, you're always thinking, yeah, I want to be a fucking big artist and I want to do all of these type of things and that. But deep down, maybe you might have started to think in your head, you know what? I'm going to cut through in this music thing, but I don't know if it's going to be all of that.
Yeah.
But when it ends up being that, there's that paranoia of, I'm so scared to lose this.
Never want to lose. What? Biggest fair. Where you going? We're here now. Glastonbury, Wireless, and this, Jules Holland, and where are we going? I'm not going back to where? To Heat FM. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'll stay where I am here, and we'll keep going forward. Never. And that's what makes you. That's what makes you say yes. That's what makes you say yes, boy.
I'm more like as well, just kind of curious about elements of like just your mindset and how you was thinking around them times. Not even just musically, but just like just in life, because again, you're like this is going back a little bit still when you think about it. You know, like sometimes like sometimes life goes so quick, yeah. And then like even when you look at the time like 2010, 2011, that sometimes it doesn't feel that long ago. But when you go, wait, 2009, 2019, 2018, 17, 16, 15, 14, and you go all the way and you're like, rah, like, do you get me?
It's a long time. Bruv, just honestly, fam, at that point, bruv, it was just, we didn't even know what was happening. It's like, you know, the amount of times me and Z are my manager, the amount of times me and Z have looked at each other like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, you know, like first, like release week when this has happened and this has gone, like, we just like, what the fuck, what's this? I remember us sitting down in the meeting when we done a little collaboration with Lucasade.
Yeah, I see that.
And this is the time ago, and it was like design a bottle, put your face on it, like we're gonna do like 1 million bottles, and we're just sitting there like in the meeting, and we're just like, yeah, what else can we put in it? Like, I think we should have some of that, and I think we should like have our state on the bottle. Like, you know, you're just thinking, let me just see what you're gonna say. Like, yeah, put our state, and they're like, yeah. I'm like. For real, and put the road name as well, like, so that people know what road it is. Yeah, that'd be great, like, cause we're looking at each other like, bro, they're gonna put our estate on millions of bottles of Lucasade in the cup. Like, you know, like little, like that's such a little silly thing to remember. But I remember sitting there and you're gonna pay us for this.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
It just made no sense, fam. Like everything, like a lot of things was like that. I remember us sitting down, like I don't even know what's going on, but
yeah, because you know what it is when you start cutting through, then like these brands and companies and that, like they start coming at you, and then they want some of your ideas and that, and you think, like they're not gonna really be, and then but they're on it because really now they're just on whatever
that's
it is.
The culture,
trying to,
like at the time. Really, what I should be saying is, rightfully so.
Yeah, of course.
Like, you're gonna do a bottle.
Put my estate on the thing.
That's what made me. So this is what's gonna make the bottle. Like, this is it. It's a tropical one. We put the palm trees. I'm from Jamaica. Let's put everything else, you know, influences, whatever. But at the time, man, I ain't seen no one on a Lucasade bottle before. Now we've seen things, innit? We've seen stuff. But at that time, I hadn't seen that. I was like, this is mad. Like, so you just. Every day was a trial and error, boy.
So what was the difference between the first and second to the third phase? Like, what was the difference there? How? Because now your feet's kind of fully planted in the game a bit now.
Yeah. But if you notice, like, it's like he gets the smiling.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, if you notice, he slyly gets the smiles. Like,
Well, you really start smiling on the fourth face.
yeah, on the fourth, like, more settled in,
Yeah.
more
Comfortable.
more understanding of everything, realizing that at this point the rug isn't, obviously the rug can be pulled underneath you from any time, but at this point I feel like the rug's not getting yanked from under my feet. We're comfortable, we're solidified, we're in control of all the decisions, like we have been anyway, but at least now we've been here for a couple years. Do you get what I'm saying? At this point, we've been in the game for many years, but at like a successful point, we've been there for a couple years. So you're more, you know what I mean? I think that the full face is like 6 words.
Yeah. I feel like things
Yeah.
now, yeah, you've definitely in a place where like there's that level of comfortability. But musically though, it did feel like there were things like personally going on like in your life that you were kind of addressing, and that whether it like be family, women, or whatever it may be. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which was a quite interesting time. I feel like there was a lot more things that were like adulthood was really was coming into your life at this point now, but from a successful point of view though.
It's wicked, because even like at this point now with the new record out, like when I go back and listen to the albums, I'm like, rah, he was really in that space. Like mentally, you can hear, I can tell where I was, like how I was feeling at that time. That specific, you know what I mean? And it's like when you're listening back, you're like, shit, I'm glad I came out of that little place. But enough times, more time with us, cuz as we said, what do we say when we come in? What do you say? It could be worse, or
can't complain.
Can't complain. That's our ethos, cuz. That's our whole style. Like, so regardless of what you're going through at this present moment in time, it never feels like the end of the world. It's just like, I can't complain, I'll cut through. But now where I am now, when I'm listening back, I'm like, Ross, that was a bit dark, or do you know what I mean?
Even with here, see with the fourth face where you're smiling and that now.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking here? This has got to be, what? Is this what? Young Fire, or is this more free too? When you look at it.
I think...
Because...
I think the full face is like...
That I'm talking about the period in your life. Not necessarily exactly like that body of work. I'm just saying that period in your life. What is that? What's that more close to?
That's like the middle. That's like the middle point, isn't it? Like, still a young buck in mind, but on paper. Do you get what I'm saying? Cause like certain times you have to check yourself. Like sometimes I have conversations, and I'm like to stray off topic. Like I had my son at 21, but I'm like, at 21, no one could tell me I was a youth.
No, you was in your head a big man.
In my head, you get what I'm saying? In head, I'm something else. On paper, I'm 21. So that's why I say that. So now, when I look back and I see like, wow, 21 with you, I think you was a little pygmy. Like, a child with a child. A child with a child. Acting like a child. Moving like a child. But I can only tell that from this point.
Yeah, that's true. And that's mad. It's mad that we never see that at certain points in our life, still kind of young. Like, I'm young. Like, there's situations, some circumstances that happen that probably make you feel old. But in the greater scheme of things, man is young. I get messages from people, hitting me up like 14, 15 years old and that, saying, "Rah, like I don't know what I'm doing with my life." Like, 14, 15. Bro, I had a message from a 14-year-old recently. I think I put it in the group. And this kid was like, I don't know what I wanted. I don't know what to do. This is happening. Like, and I'm literally like, fam,
You're not supposed to.
you're not supposed to know.
You're really not supposed to.
You're not even
You're
supposed
not
to know.
supposed to, guys.
Like, and do you know what? It's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, you're still super
But tell
young.
him that in his head, he's thinking,
He's,
what?
I'm old. I'm getting old.
I'm 14. My man's talking about
Oh,
when he
yeah.
leaves school, he's going to work here. This
When I
one's-
go on the internet, I'm seeing this 15-year-old doing this already. Like, I don't, like, do you get what I'm saying? Even then, being 20 something, yeah, thinking, do you know what? Now I'm in my mind saying, right, okay, like, I'm like early 30s and that, yeah. I'm saying to myself, I'm like programming my mind to say, right, like, man's still young still.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm in the greater scheme of things, I'm actually still young.
Yeah.
Because, like, I got my great grandma that's like 101 years old. She's gonna be 102 next March.
Yeah.
I'm far away from that. Like,
Yeah,
I can
3
still
times.
Go, yeah.
Yeah, you can get what? Yeah, 3 times.
Trust
in the, yeah,
me.
yeah.
Like, understand, innit? You're still, and it's this is maybe a little bit off topic here. My little brother said to me the other day,
Yeah.
he's like 13 and he's playing FIFA, yeah? And I was like, he plays FIFA online and that. So I've gone to check him, and I said to him, oh, who's better than you at FIFA? And he was like, no one really in my school. I said, what about like the guy that you're playing now? He's like, yeah, well, sometimes he beats me, sometimes I beat him, but like I can't better than him. But I was like, okay. Then he mentioned something about, like I've been like beating him from like I don't know, for like 8 years ago and all of that. I'm like, 8 years ago, bro. You just reached.
You're like,
we talking about 8
Yeah,
years ago. Like make it seem like he's old, like he's doing it from. You get what I'm
from
saying?
one day. But you know when we used to wear the wallabies? Yeah, man, from them time.
Yeah.
Yeah?
When he said like 8 years ago, I was like, fam, like you are not long past 8 years ago, and that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm the worst
That's funny.
with family like that. I'm the worst. Like my niece and that, when they told me like, yeah, it's her 18th birthday, I'm like, she's 18. In my head, she's been 12 for the last 12 years.
You get me?
Like, I never. It's like I have a gap, and it's like even my younger sisters as well. It's like they break out of it once they get to a certain age. Like my sister that's younger than me. In my head, for years, she was 21.
Yeah.
And once she was 25. I'm like, 25th birthday, you're 25.
Yeah.
Like, in my head, you're just still my little sister. Like, it's weird. Like,
Yeah.
But to them, obviously, to him, he's saying I've been for 8 years.
Yeah. And I'm old. And enjoy being young, because before you know it, you will be old. And you don't want your memories. You don't want your memories of being young all about you stressing about being old.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
before you know it, if you harvest that so much, yeah, you're gonna get to a point where you look back and all your memories was, oh my god, I'm fucking 19.
Yeah.
That's the memory, like all of that
Of
stress
that.
or whatever. So it's about
'Cause
figuring that out still.
You gotta be careful with them as well, man. They got what they look at and what they and how they understand what they're looking at. Because just the other day I was thinking to myself, when man used to watch wrestling, the $1 Million Man, and he had I don't know what you'd call it, a maid or a servant, Virgil, the black man.
Yeah, of course.
Cause as a youth,
Ultimate Warrior and man there as well.
watching that, the $1 Million Man, in my head, I used to think that rich white men had a black servant because of wrestling, cuz.
You just looked at all of them, did.
Like, because he was the $1 Million Man. He's got the belt, diamonds. His belt's different. His belt ain't the same as no one else's. But he's got Virgil. Virgil's holding his towel, fam. The wedge black man. And I remember one day, he told Virgil to do something, like pick up the towel or something. And Virgil said no, cuz. The way the commentator said, good God. Virgil said no. Like, it was like, bruv, I was in my yard like, no, Virgil.
Yeah.
Virgil, pick up the towel.
No, yeah.
Virgil,
He
pick
might
up
get whipped.
He might get. I didn't know what was gonna happen to Virgil, cuz, but that was like, because I didn't have a deeper understanding of that situation. I understood. I know it's wrestling and it's fake, it's characters, but you know when you're a youth man, you don't see it like that. You see what you're watching, and sometimes you take it for face value. What I needed at that point was mum or dad to say, son, that's not really how it goes. These are two characters that are pretending to fight. Yeah. He's a champion. It's a script. Somebody's written it. Everything they say is script. And cool. But my perception, because of what I was looking at, was that this is how it goes. This is what you have. Mental. So just like
It's those subliminal.
yeah,
things
it's
that they
them
put in.
subliminal. So
Yeah.
touching on that, it's like we got even. I wouldn't say you don't tell them you can't watch that or you can't watch this, but you have to speak to them
Yeah,
about what they're watching.
yeah. Did you see around the fourth face? Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause your son's your eldest, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's 13.
Sorry,
He's 13.
13. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you got a daughter as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, at what point did you have your daughter around that time as well? Was your daughter? Was
Yeah,
your
no.
daughter
My
already born
daughter's
from
here
mum?
by the 4th.
By the
'Cause
fourth.
that's like the 4th to me is 6 words.
Okay, and that's not far from when you from daughter age or
Yeah. What year was 6 words? Jesus, this is when I get tricky. I think it was 216.
216.
No.
Yeah.
No, it might be 214.
Google that, Callum.
What am I
6
Googling?
words.
6 words. When that coming out?
Yeah. The release date is usually different to when it actually really come out. So I usually when there's a release date, I usually put 4 months before
2016.
2016.
Yes.
So possibly 15.
What month? Sorry.
November.
No, so
would've
yeah, it
been-
would have been early
wait,
that year.
No, sorry. Oh, that's weird because on Wikipedia it's saying 2014.
14.
I
Okay.
think it might be 14. You know.
14. So it's 16th November 14. is what
16th
it
of
said.
November 14. So it would have been early November 14. And,
Yeah.
I mean
yeah,
early
yeah.
2014 and that.
Yeah.
So
them
yeah,
time
so
there's
then
guys
obviously
3
now
or
that's
4. Them times then my daughter's 3 or 4.
okay.
Mm.
And how's that though? Because what's the difference? Maybe there's a difference between maybe there is a difference in the mentality from a guy's perspective of having a boy and having a girl, but maybe sometimes the difference is just age as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had your son when he was a lot younger, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did that feel though? Because I know you you talk about your daughter a lot still.
Yeah. I think you know what with my, because nowadays you can't say with girls and boys or whatever. With my kids, they have different characteristics. Like when my son was younger, so daddy. As he got older, I could see him wanting to step into his own person. Whereas with my daughter, it's like I can't see her wanting to step into me being me, but I can see. But everything she does is like, I don't know how to explain it. Like to step towards me or to step with me.
Mm.
So I think the girl is more, Daddy, look at this.
Mm.
Than the boy.
Mm.
They might be like, oh yeah, I got A today, or oh, yeah.
More nonchalant.
Yeah, the
kinda.
characteristics are completely different. So it make with the girl, it's like it's a hug, and then with the boy, it's like, oh yeah, today, oh yeah, go on, son, go on.
Yeah,
It's just a different dynamic. It's a different dynamic, but at the same time, in having age and maturity, if I was to be brutally honest, I would say at her age, I'm a better father to her than I was to him.
Yeah, of course.
When he was her age.
Yeah.
Because the gap of them, 8, 13, 5 years.
Yeah.
The gap of them is 5 years of experience for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the fundamental difference, isn't it? Just life. When you start understanding, I think maybe when you start understanding yourself even better, do you get me? As a man, then you can treat other people differently.
Differently, yeah.
And better. Do you get me? Now the hair's starting to grow. I remember this as well. I'm saying, wow, what look at Wretch look like him have two little China bumping on him head now.
Beer hats, couple bandanas, beer fedora hats.
Yeah. I'm starting to see something's different.
Yeah.
Something different's happening.
So that must be young fire or flame then.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5
Yeah.
and 6. 5
Yeah.
and 6, because I had hair in it.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
did, and you know what? I did, in hindsight now, I did see something different around that time.
Yeah.
I did. I felt like, from a fan perspective, I was I was seeing a much more mature side still.
100%.
Like someone that was like, alright, cool, this is who I am, this is where I'm at. And you know what? I'm seeing a young buck who's like, I see a lot in him, a lot in me in him.
Yeah.
I want to be close to that a little bit.
Yeah.
And be around that, and let's kind of do something together. And that was like maturity in the music that he was making, but also the move that he was making as well.
Yeah. That's good times, man. Like, that's fucking Mr. Miyagi and Daniel-san, man. That's good times, man. Like, just to sum that up, it's just like, I felt like in being a lyricist and us mirroring what each other does, I feel like I walked through the minefield, and now I can tell you exactly where you can stand. Like, watch out for that, because that one blows up. This is a straight, clean path. Like, I've gone through it. I've stepped on a couple bombs, so you don't have to, kind of thing.
The face next to it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your hair's a lot longer now. 6th and 7, I feel like is quite close.
Yeah, that's close.
In terms of like in who you are, but then
so
again,
that would have been.
That's definitely around 3-2. Has to be. Yeah.
It's
got to be 3-2. And like again, there's a lot of things that's being said musically, but I noticed that like even your lifestyle and how you're training a lot now. Man, every day I'm seeing you running around in that little
early
circle.
Chucky.
He was bro. He was going to the gym at what, like 6 in the morning.
Because I wake up the early bird when I shut the door. I wake up the early bird because the bird wakes up. I fly.
So what? And then diets changing, all of these things. Like what? Like what was going on? Like what was happening with you?
Just wanting to be better, man, at everything. I'm wanting to be here longer. Like, I was treating my body like a skip. Man, recording, man's in the studio. Come on, man, I'll start my sessions at 12 in the afternoon. I have to start early in the day because I have to feel like I have a job and I'm going to work. I can't start at 11 p.m, 12 p.m. I can't. I need to start 12 in the afternoon. And we can go to whenever. If we go to 6 a.m, it's cool, but we have to start there. And then I was finishing the studio at 4 o'clock in the morning, and at 2 o'clock I'm like, Ryan, eating, let me order something, what's open, doner kebab. Doner kebab, we've been drinking all day to get the vibe. You get what I'm saying? We might run and do a PA, come back. What's in the studio? Cake.
I'm not gonna lie, that analogy of like treating your body like a skip. That's tickling me still.
Bro.
When I deep it, you just dash any type of food.
Anything you can get, bro. Where are we? We're in Yeovil. What do they have? Yeah, McDonald's. We've gone McDonald's
3 times a day.
3 times. What's on the rider? The alcohol,
of course.
Crisps, cakes, Skittles.
Have you never put at least no hummus and carrots on your rider?
Bro, everyone puts a bit of fruit.
But no one
has it.
No one does it.
That's decorative.
That's what
decoration.
See when I'm on road, see if I'm working with an artist or whatever, now, I'm the hummus and carrots don. I'll take it off the rider and I'll just yum that with the fruit and that. But I guess that's like usually no one ain't eating that shit.
Just so the event manager doesn't judge you too.
That's like the last. That's probably like man will only really eat that if there's nothing else.
Everything
and even
else
then,
done. Or they didn't do the rider properly and they just gave the fruit. You get what I'm saying? Man got to eat an apple.
Yeah, exactly.
Man talking about apple like it's acid. You get what I'm saying? Bro, treat my body like a skip.
And also, sorry to interrupt you, but you do have like certain man that's like being in the hood and that, for example, as well. This is different because at that point, you've lived a lot of life, musically and success and all of that. But sometimes when people that are just busting through, they're just coming out of their hood for the first time and haven't really experienced certain things. And I remember like even recently, I'm working with an artist or whatever, and like his brethren's there and that, and the man's telling me bare things like, he's never tasted an avocado. Man ain't tasted a strawberry before. Man ain't tasted bare things man have not had because he's just been in the routine of being in the hood and yamming the same thing or maybe elements of junk around that, and that's that. Man said to me, it was almost like the man. I couldn't believe some of the things the man told me he ain't tasted.
You see some of the things you hear, fam. Bro, it's heartbreaking, cuz.
Yeah.
As a big man to hear that. But I was speaking to one of my people, he come out and had to go, so you know one of them hostels in Camden.
Yeah.
A man said he'd never been to Camden, cuz.
Yeah, see it there.
From Tottenham.
That's in North London.
That's
pretty
crazy.
much.
That is next door.
Yeah, Northwest London, but
Jesus.
still, it's fucking mad.
But it's like them little things that you hear, like a youth say, and this is why when we go back to when we was talking about security and man's brethren coming, because you just need to show him. Like, I have been the person that's like, a man's come out on a weekend, like, yeah, I'm out for the weekend, saying, bro, forget everyone else. Come and link me. I've got a PA in da-da-da-da-da. You get what I'm saying? We're going da-da-da-da-da or whatever. Or I've been a man to the youth them, yo, you got a passport? You flew out before? Nah. What's your passport? See you. Make sure you got your passport in a car. Summer bookings. Bro, the man said they haven't flown. Bro, Top Boy. When the man, you seen it obviously?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sorry. Just no.
Yeah, we did the big
Yeah.
review.
We
It's
did a
still.
whole-
No. And I'm not even gonna go. I'm just gonna go into what we're talking about. Cause Kane said to the youth, if you could have anything, what would you have?
Oh yes.
The youth turned around and said, superpower. He said, come on. Something to go to the Arsenal match, bro.
That was hard.
Which was not even far from where
Yeah.
he's essentially was based at you as well.
Fam.
That was his thing. Yeah.
Do you think that's just a show? Do you think there's not little youths, cuz that's one little thing that to you in your head, you cannot fathom it, cuz. And look, he didn't even get to go, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That's a story. That's a real story, cuz.
Yeah.
That's them. As a big man, when I hear them thing there, fam, them thing there hurt my heart. Man said that you never tried that other cut, you never tried this.
Yeah, like enough times I hear a man tell me, like, and just not just him, but just like other youths in the same like in sort of position, kind of like man are telling me like some things that maybe are just like it's like a strawberry, fam, like a strawberry or certain like fruits that are like, you know, there's so much different fruits in the world, so it's like there's a lot of things that man just may not have tasted. Like you may not have tasted soursop, you may not have tasted that, but more time man's had a banana, you know, them things, them ones there. You know what I'm saying?
Apple.
Yeah, apple. You know, like, man knows what those type of things. Grape, these things. So it's like the equivalencies of that, and I'm like, raw. It's crazy, bro. But you know, I guess that's some people's reality in that, and you only experience these things with like coming out of it, and somehow, some way, like if you're lucky, sometimes you know what I mean, you'd get a break, and or someone will educate you on certain things and show you just about, you know what I mean, whatever it may be.
Cause you know why even when I got to like you remember I used to have the birthday parties.
Yeah,
when I was
yeah.
27. Bro, you know I'm having that party at 27. I haven't had a party, cuz.
Oh, you never had one?
I haven't had a birthday party. Like, this is your part. I've never had a party.
Man, I can't lie.
My 27th birthday, that's my party.
never had
my
one.
first party, cuz.
I ain't gonna lie, I had Mr. Wimpy still.
Oh, you had a wimpy thing?
Yeah, I had
Nah,
a
I
wimpy
didn't have a
thing
wimpy
still.
thing. I've been to a man's McDonald's thing.
Is it? Yeah. What, did Ronald come out in that? He came out, the big McDonald's done.
Nah, not in the ends.
Oh, he didn't. Ronald didn't come out. They didn't.
Nah, man, not in the ends one.
So what, when you had the McDonald's, the McDonald's
just have
party,
the table,
you
innit?
just had the table and that was
And
it,
the
and he
Happy
didn't
Meal.
come out.
Nah, he don't come out.
Ah,
man.
brother,
He
I had the Ronald. I had the fucking like Mr. Wimpy came out still, like strong. And I ain't gonna lie, obviously he came out like he was on crud. We were shook. The man burst open the door. Now next minute you see this big Mr. Wimpy guy come running out. Everyone just cut out, bro. I can barely remember as well. Google it.
I'm trying to remember. I know the Wimpy, the shop, but I can't remember the guy, the brand.
I remember he was red and he had a hat or some shit like that. Google that. Put that on the screen, Callum. You see him there?
Mr. Wimpy.
I remember.
Oh yeah, Mr.
They was like,
Wimpy's
"Oh,
a bad
come out,
man."
Mr." No, the woman
Yeah, I don't
was
want
like-
that. I don't want that. Yeah,
the woman said, "Oh yeah."
yeah.
In order for him to come out, you have to say, "Come out, Mr. Wimpy," after 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Come out, Mr. Wimpy. No, you've got to say it louder than that. We're like, cool. 1, 2, 3. You know what kids are like? Come out, Mr. Wimpy. Next minute now, Mr. Wimpy come out. Blood clot. Mr. What was that in there, guys?
I can't listen. Listen, hey, that's funny. But the bruv, no, but big and serious. The man them need to go to a nice restaurant, go to abroad, go out of London.
Whenever
the man
you
them
can.
need to do shit, fam. We're in a small place, cuz.
The last face now. This is
Yeah.
the man that is essentially sitting in front of me right now without the long beard. Though.
But this
The
one's
beard.
just before, innit?
Yeah. You can't take the beard down just a little piece.
Yeah.
How are you?
Bruv, I'm irie, man. I'm so good, bruv. I'm so good, cuz. So good, cuz.
Talk to me. Like, what's been going on in your life, man? Like, I know that it's like, I know you say a lot in music and stuff, but the reason why I ask you this is because, you know what? Like, there's been a period where I ain't seen you.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I know that you're not a man really to like, I guess with social media and that as well, yeah. So people always put the highlight reels and shit anyway. And sometimes with that, like when you see people on social media and that, yeah, it makes you feel like you've seen them. So it hasn't been as long. But you know, like, I check for you in it, like differently, but I ain't seen you
man.
properly.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm kind of on the thing of like how are you and how have you actually been like the last couple of years, or even like just, you know, even into leading up to the process of making music and going back in the studio again?
Cause like I think I found the best piece, cuz. The best piece. And you know what? You see where my sanctuary, cuz? My yard. Whereas if we reverse and look through some of these, found that the second face, third face, cuz my door key could have been a hotel. What they call them? A hotel.
Yeah, like a card thing. Where
a hotel card, cuz. Because the house was to sleep in only. It wasn't a home. It was a house. It was a place. It wasn't a home. You see, when your house becomes a home, cuz. It's like go to work. Yeah. We're in this place. Trev, can we get back home?
Trevor's your tour manager for people.
Yeah, that's my tour manager. Can we get back home? We drive back. Yeah, we'll get back home. Whereas before, we'll just go from there to there. What? We're doing Manchester for 2 days, and then we do the because it was like, it's like I was, I don't know, I don't even like. I was so erratic that I couldn't sit still in my house, fam. I couldn't sit still in my yard, cuz I couldn't sit still. I couldn't be at home in my house, fam.
Do you always like, even when you was back in your yard and that, yeah? And you was feeling like that, is it one of them things where it's like, let me just ring one on the man them and just make them come true, or let me go and check thing, or
what do you mean? What you know, fam? You're sitting on your scrub, what? They're out, yeah. Where are you? Yeah. Boom! I'm jumping in a thing. I'm in the car. I'm gone.
Yeah.
And then from the rave, you go to the strip club, the casino. You go studio, bruv. It's a whirlwind of running away from yourself, cuz.
How did that affect your relationship with your kids?
I think it affected my relationship with everyone, cuz. Because when you don't know who you are, like, or you're chasing something, like, I don't even know what I'm chasing. I'm just running away from silence at that point, and I'm running into noise. Like, noise is the savior. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, oh, there's a party, there's a launch party, I have to be, I have to go. You know, I have to go. I can't. I've done it. I've raved in every nightclub. I've spent every amount. Like, the thought of going out now, like, to rave, I'm like, if it's your birthday, I'm coming.
Word.
If it's your birthday, I'm coming.
Occasions.
Yeah.
Occasions.
But to just, where you on to go?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
What am I on?
Yeah.
I'm in my yard. Come to my yard, cuz. Let's reason.
Yeah. If a man rings me and says, yeah, come, let's go out to rave, like, yeah, that's
like, were you on Friday, Chucky? I'm gonna phone you just for a laugh in about 2 months. I say, were you on tonight, fam? And the thing going in.
Do Do you know what though? Nah, that don't even happen. And like obviously the dynamics in my friendships have changed a bit in the sense that like, man, I got like youths and certain things and that now, like so things. Yeah. But like one of my brethren, he was going through a little thing with a gal and all of that. So I think he wanted to just kind of get out a bit because I work. My living is like I have to be in a club because I'm working or whatever it may be. Man might ring me and be like, you know what, I'm gonna just roll with man just for thing because I don't want to be in my yard, and that's I get that. Yeah. But like the day of just like like what we on like where we like what we just raving today like exactly. That's kind of funny still.
Do you think because sometimes I try and explain it to people and I don't even ever want to feel or sound like ungrateful or nothing like that because it's not the case. But like, do you ever feel like because the club is your office?
Yeah.
It's like sometimes when, like, so you go to your office, it's work. You have fun working because you love your job, and they pay you to do it. Yeah. So then now, if I'm ringing you like, let's just go out, it's like. It's quite underwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, I try and explain it to people like, how come you don't know it? And I'm saying, I've been in every club, 10 times over,
bare times, spent like, bare dough.
To work as well, like, so it's like me ringing you saying, can we go to the office where you work on Saturday night?
That's exactly, it's almost,
you get what I'm saying?
I feel self-conscious that I feel like I'm boring because my friends are all like, let's go out, but I used to work events, you know that. I'm done with being in clubs.
Yeah, you can't,
it's exactly that. So it's more like this is the thing. I definitely understand it from the perspective of if you don't do anything to do with music or being out like that.
And Friday's
like your thing now. Do you get what I'm saying? Like some people are kind of I've been in the office all day, all week, having to do X, Y, and Z. Friday, I'm having it. Actually, I'll tell you something funny. Actually, I was having this like little midlife crisis at one point where I was feeling like, I just want to just quit this whole thing or whatever. Yeah. And then I was working.
Why didn't you phone me? You know, I'm the cool.
Oh, for real?
For that. I answered the phone for that.
Okay, for that. Yeah.
4 or 5 times a week, my God. Right.
No, man. I had some good conversations around that with Benny still, which I always talk about. But at this point, I was like, I just want to change. I want to whatever. So anyway, I started working now. I thought, let me try this thing. So I started working for this company, that was like an events company, and they do a big festival. Yeah, they do a really, really big festival. I'll tell you off thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say it because
you don't need
so they do a really big festival. So I was working for that particular year, helping them put this festival together and whatnot. Yeah, and what was sick about it is that part of the job was to interview like really big dance DJs and stuff like that. So because I at that point I was comfortable with having conversations. I did one of them and they were like, oh shit, talk to this guy and that guy. I'm talking to flipping Swedish House Mafia and all of these man on the thing and whatever and doing that. So anyway, to cut to the chase now, I'm there like Monday to Friday, and my life is very different to these guys because they're like more part of the dance world and I'm like part of this thing. So anyway, I've come in, like, I'm not telling them too much about me or what I do or anything like that, but we just, you know what I mean, working, do whatever we need to do. See, come Friday, so this dude, what's one particular dude, Monday to Friday, head down. All you're hearing is this.
Yeah.
You hear bare that.
Yeah.
Bare phone calls, bare clicking on the thing. He's quiet, but anytime you need something done or you need an answer for something, he's your guy.
Yeah.
You see when he left on Friday, he'd come back on the Monday and he might say, "Oh, you all right, Chuck? How was your weekend?" And I'll say, "Oh, it was all right." I was working at this place and doing whatever and boom. And I'll be like, "How was yours?" He'll be like, "Mate, I don't even know."
Don't remember.
He'd be like, "Listen, I left the office and I haven't been home. My missus is be ringing me. Yeah, I'm probably in the doghouse. I had 6 pills. I did this. I did that. I woke up on the street and I'm here."
Yeah.
That was his thing. He was going out and he was going hard. But see, Monday, he's back.
He's back.
Yeah. And he might do it again on Friday again.
And he cycle 5 day, 2 day. 5 day, 2 day. He might have a week off. And a week off, it might be 4 days.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he knows on that Monday, though, when he finishes work, he's got to go home and sweeten up the missus.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because he ain't been back. And his missus probably thinking he's out there fucking. My man's out sleeping by a tree because he's on the come down now and all of that and gone to the next thing. Serious, bruv. He was living hard, bro.
Hard. But that's the thing, and that like minus like the drugs and all that, but it's similar place to me, but the opposite. Imagine 7 days a week of roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like, so now the thought of it is like got to perform. Yes, love it, love performing. I come out for your birthday. I even have a great time, but I couldn't just. People say, "Oh, no, you changed up, man. You just we don't see you again." I say, "Yeah, I hear you, man. I just chilled, man. I'm thinking about different things. I'm even certain times I'm even in a club and I'm thinking to myself, you owe me about." Like if I could ever go and speak to the manager and say, "Do me a favor, just have a look at this card, yeah, and tell me how much over the years
I'll spend
we've done in here."
Yeah.
Bro, I wouldn't be happy with myself.
Yeah.
And at this moment in time, they say you do better. You do your best till you know better. I know better now.
Yes.
So stop. We're not doing that again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That might even, all of that is within the title of the album though, isn't it? It's like upon reflection, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's all reflecting on like all of these type of things, isn't it? And like making an understanding and then realising, cool. Nah, it was sick.
I'm amazing at the time.
Amazing at the time. I know a little bit better now. Do you get what I'm saying? I might move a little bit different now.
Yeah.
And then those same things happen within maybe how you move in music, how you move with family, how you move with maybe women, you know, kids, whatever it may be. It's like all of that kind of leads to that when you start opening. You know what I mean?
Nah, family and close friends are so first, man.
Yeah.
So like now my idea, like just the role of mine in my family, my idea of fun is, Mum, Saturday, it's on. When it's on Saturday, this is games night, cuz. This is cousins, aunties, everyone's partners, blah, 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 blah. Food I cook, drinks running, music. Them game there, articulate, this, that. We might run a blackjack, anything. That to me is the most high
priceless
right now. Priceless. Because you're there with all the loved ones, we're making memories with who counts.
I think I know the answer to this, but are there regrets? Do you have regrets from the choices you made back then? Speaking on the ones that we were, like going out to the club and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you regret
if I had no money, I would. And if I ever have no money in life, I would regret that. Because you would feel like, fuck, you know, look at me now, and I done all that. Fortunately, I'm cool, so it's not a regret. It's just a period of time. I'm glad it's over.
Can I say this though?
Yeah,
I don't even think yet, because I know that sometimes people say, like someone might ask, do you have any regrets? And people say, nah, if I had the opportunity, I'd do it all again, and all of this normal fucking.
But to say that, if I had the opportunity to think of from this mindset,
back then,
and so put today's Wretch into 2011's mind, you see today now, Ras Clark,
different.
You know what I would have?
Fam.
And I don't even mean I don't mean stuff. I mean, bro, I would have had 3 books by now.
Yeah.
Probably written a film. Put my focus in so many other things that I'm better at.
All right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Then doing what you're doing because this is what everybody expects you to do. Like half of the time, sometimes I was in a dance with my brethren and we've come from the studio, so we're wasted.
Yeah.
We've bought Desperado £20. We bought 2 bottles of Desperado. We've been drinking in the studio. You're drinking Cavoursier, boom, boom, boom. Then we've gone to a dance. Bro, why am I in the dance buying 6 more bottles? I'm wasted, cuz. But you know what happens? Because I'm in the dance and I'm rich. You get what I'm saying? And you can't be in here and not look like me.
Yeah.
But really, I'm slaughtered. I can't drink this anyway. But we've put you on the table because you should be on the table. So do the table thing. Like a lot of the times, that was what was happening. I can't drink any more than this.
There's bare things, to be honest with you, that I probably would have changed. And I know that like I learned from some of them, but some of them I would have liked to have learned a bit differently. And some of them, some of them I would have liked to have learned. Some of them, you know what? Some, honestly, I may have wanted to learn, would have been nicer to learn from someone else. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like the older person that I respected that came to me and really made me understand certain things. I would have liked to have learnt certain things like that.
From him.
But I know that sometimes you've got to sometimes you got to put your hand in the fire to get burnt.
Yeah,
to
to get
understand
burnt.
that you can't.
You talk about all the time. It's the process.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes the process
Process.
doesn't include a mentor or someone telling you the mistakes they make.
Yeah, of course.
And sometimes you have to go through the process because you are the mentor.
Yeah,
I.e. me.
To be the mentor
Bruv,
later
you
on.
think Avelino's allowed to go mad?
yeah.
Like, we're not blood related, but you're my brother, cuz. Like, I'm not allowing you, bruv. If I saw him out doing a mad, I'll take his card.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't. You'll do your guy. You don't need to. Like,
Yeah.
I've already done that for both of us.
Yeah,
Trust me.
exactly. Family,
You don't,
yeah.
bro. I would not allow. And I tell him for like, buy a property, get this. I tell him like you've got. The steps are there. I can tell you, and I can tell you why as well. Because you know sometimes, what happened with me, bruv, where I was an idiot. So obviously, mum thrown out at 16. Council flat. Cuz everyone is saying to me, buy the council flat. But they don't own their house.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, how can you
Hypocrite.
tell me
Yeah.
if you don't, how do you know if you don't own yours?
Yeah, you don't know what a mortgage
Cuz,
is anyway.
like a big rascal fool. Cuz you see when I signed my deal, fam, I walked out my council house, yeah? I left my house in the house.
You what?
I left the house in the house, cuz. I didn't take out the clothes, the bed, the TV, the pictures on the wall,
Serious?
nothing.
You just left it?
You just
I
left.
left the house. Bro, I could have bought the house for peanuts.
Mad.
But I'm saying I don't want to buy this house because I don't want to, this ain't the house I want to buy.
Yeah.
But that's not the point.
No.
Somebody should have grabbed me by that, but who can grab me by the neck
Yeah,
at that
of
point?
course.
The thing is now, fortunately, I can grab. If I saw it, you think Avelino could do that today?
Yeah.
And tell me, yeah, I just left my yard in the yard. Go back to your yard now.
Man,
Go back to your yard
Man didn't even
now.
flush the toilet. And
Yeah,
that. You get me?
You think that's hard? You think that's? But at the time, I thought that was hard.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, trust me, I'm gone. I'm
Holy shit. Yeah. Mad.
pathetic, cuz. Pathetic.
Actually, can I ask you this? Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like when you see when you check the bank balance right after that? See when the check cleared, that big one.
That first big one.
Yeah.
It's like, did you go to the cash point and just check the number quickly?
Do you know what's mad?
And what did that do?
Do you know one thing about me, cuz, on my life? It's only now, recent years, I've got the banking app.
Yes.
I'm looking.
I know
Bro,
what you're going to say.
at that, I didn't even want to look. And you know why?
Yes, please, I beg. I don't.
And do you know why? Because I never, ever wanted to feel like I was comfortable.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, it's slightly different reasons, but
Why is yours?
Why?
I'm not caking in money at the moment, so I avoid looking at it because I avoid the worry of.
Oh no, I get it. Your perspective. Okay.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But
All right. Can I
Yeah.
Can I interject?
that's why.
Mine was in the mixture of both. I'll tell you
Yeah.
why. Because yours is from the perspective of because I'm asking from when he's got the big dough.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean. So you don't want to feel comfortable, whatever.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
So
it. That's it.
I was exactly the same. Not that I've had a check like that, but
Yeah.
I was exactly the same because I've been like that. You see, when I haven't had it,
Yeah.
when it was super duper low, I still have like elements of broke mentality.
Yeah.
So, for example, if someone comes to me and says, "Chucks, can I borrow whatever?" Calm. Yeah, boom. Send me your details. Bam, I can do it on my phone now. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But in my head, like I'm good. I look at the number. I'm cool. But in my head, I think I don't really want to. You know what I mean? Like,
You don't want to know how much you have to spend. Basically.
Yeah, because I think, you know what happens if and that
Yeah.
and like,
I get-
boom.
I get- I
and
get
the
it.
text
Yeah,
is
yeah,
clear.
yeah, yeah,
The text
yeah,
is clear,
yeah.
but I'm like, I don't really want to. And I,
Yeah.
do you get what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta live a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah,
I
cuz.
understand.
But you gotta be
Cuz,
smart.
I said to myself, you're not gonna get comfortable, cuz.
Yeah.
So I just didn't even.
You didn't even look.
It did, and do you know what as well? Like, as much as I've been a bit stupid, but not dumb, but, bruv, I look at it like I always feel like I don't even know, like, not the word pauper, but bruv, you know what my luxury is? My luxury is walking through Tesco and weekly shopping. That is,
Oh,
bro.
I hear that still. That's
That's a
baggage still.
luxury.
Mine's very similar. Mine's walking through Tesco's knowing I can buy anything I want, and that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
me
I
feeling
like
rich.
And bro, do you know,
I
fam,
want chocolate. I'll buy it. I don't care.
fam.
I'm gonna buy this mango.
Yeah.
Man ain't gonna tell me
'Cause
nothing.
sometimes I'm
cuz.
walking
Fam,
through and
you
I'm
think,
like, oh
you
shit, I
think
can't.
when I was young, we think we done shopping every week.
No, of course.
I don't know what happened when my mum said we're going to Tesco. Like, So, like, partner came in, something came
something came
true.
in. Yeah,
do you get what I'm saying? Now to have this thing.
Could we
so,
just so people know, like, because there might be some young bucks who
Oh,
don't
no,
know what
what's
the partner
partner?
is. Yeah, the partner. Was that a Caribbean thing, or was that?
we
an
say it's a
African thing as
Caribbean
well?
thing because it's what we know, but it could be from I don't know where.
Yeah.
It's
So basically, a partner is where like say you get like 8 people or 10 people.
Or just say
involved.
the 3 of us. No.
I say the 3 of us. Yeah. Alright, cool. So we say like each week we're gonna put in £50 into the partner. When it's your turn, you take everything.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's my week, £150 to Wretch.
Yes. Boom.
Why?
Good. That way, what it was about is like it gave in their minds like the community. So like people in certain communities used to do that,
said
especially
why?
Caribbean. Yeah. It was about like there was hardships for a lot of people. Yeah, but it felt like okay, cool. Maybe I could give £10 every week. I could do that. Yeah. But once it all comes in,
It might be $2,000.
yes, exactly. So then now I can be able to do X, Y, and Z with it or whatever. That was just their logic of being able to. It was like a means to survive.
Yeah,
To
so
give you an extra piece of dough.
Yeah, so you spent $2,000 overall.
So yeah.
Almost like saving money, kind of.
Yeah, you kind of
Yeah.
say.
Because you're putting in the same amount you're getting
Getting
back.
back.
You're
Getting
just
back.
getting it back in a lump
In a
sum.
lump
at a
sum.
later
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah.
So it's
if it was left just down to you may not
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that. Yeah, so the partner was the
right,
thing.
right,
So I
right.
say
Partner
like,
was big
family,
things.
trust me.
So yeah, if something like that came
So
true.
you said if you was going shopping, the partner came
it
true.
came true, fam.
I hear
It came
that.
like mum, 5 kids, cuz.
Yeah,
Hard.
yeah.
So now my luxury to me is the fridge is full. This is amazing, cuz. Because the fridge wasn't like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, and it's not that man went without a man felt hard done by. Man was fine. Cause man could have, bruv, man will have, listen to me, cuz. Man will have Weetabix with hot water, cuz.
Strong.
Man will have cornflakes with hot water, but you need beer sugar
Strong.
Yeah.
and go school.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you can get true off anything. So I feel like that. You get me? So, but a full fridge to me, cuz. Oh, mate.
I'm gonna go for a couple of things that you like, just on a reflection side of things. Yeah. From that, I love that album, by the way.
Same.
There's a certain like
Bless.
again, for me, there's loads of different shits I like, man. I'm just a well fucking balanced person when it comes to. I can listen to man just chatting a whole bunch of shit and vibe to that and love it. I could and you know what? And I can incorporate that as a certain part of my life. And I can listen to it again and hear it, and it makes me feel a certain type of way because I remember how I felt and how I was feeling around that time.
Yeah,
Same way.
Yeah, I've got a few
But
albums like that.
it's always extra better when it's like a man who's got things to say and all of these type of things.
Yeah.
So I'm a man who listens to certain things. But like, and also I noticed when you was asking people what your favorite bar is, this came up too. But when you said reflecting how I treated every woman that I sexed, and now my daughter's nearly 10. It's like I found my common sense.
Yeah.
I guess it's easy to regret, like it's easy to finesse. But I finally I finally got the message. I can see all my friends.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, cuz that digging deep on that record upon reflection, boy. But fam, when you're the bigger my daughter gets, yeah, I never, ever, ever want this princess of mine to stumble into anybody that is remotely like the young Wretch. And the older your daughter gets, the more your mind works like that. The more your mind works like that, you treat your woman different. You treat your mum different. You treat your sisters different. You treat women different in general because effectively, she's what's to come. So the older women you're dealing with, she will be... Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
She will be one of them in the future.
Yeah. I think as well, yeah, like sometimes...
Ross.
Like, and that's where like this is one thing that I would definitely say as well is where like, you know, when I think about these things and I sympathize with a woman, yeah, because we can never be mad at when a person gets their like quote unquote spiritual awakening in whichever thing, because sometimes you just got to go through certain things to be able to understand certain stuff, yeah. But like, yeah, I hear it because sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to have you know, a young woman that you care about differently to make you think, oh shit, hold on a minute. When I was moving like this, that was a bit, when I was going on like this with my sister, like, that was a bit, oh, I get it a little bit now.
Cause Sky saved everyone, cause my daughter saved everyone, cause she's the savior, fam.
Yeah, man.
She's
How
the
old is she
saviour.
now?
8.
8. My God.
8.
Sky, yeah, I hear you. That comes up. She comes up in your album a lot. You think about Chip from time to time. Why? Have you ever thought about just like, you know, because you mentioned like in the song, just kind of like life being different now.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like you've kind of, things are evidently changed in your life, just as adults and as men and stuff like that. Have you ever just thought like, okay, now this is maybe the time where it is a conversation to be had?
Do you know what? If I'm honest, like we've had, like since that's been recorded and whatnot, like we've had conversations. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, the sad thing is when something was like this and then it goes apart, sometimes it's hard to be identical to how it was.
Yeah, because a lot of time's gone now.
But still, there's no love lost though.
Yes, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if we was in this room and someone banging on the door like, bruv, 10 people are out here and they've got Chip in a headlock, bruv, I will be the first. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's still, the love is still there and it's still, you know what I mean? Beyond, above and beyond. But it's just, you know what I mean?
Do you reckon there's something to learn within it?
Yeah. Like, don't let things get too long. Like, and it's my fault if I'm honest. Like, it's not even him. Like, it's whatever the situation was, whatever. But sometimes you leave things too long.
Yeah, it's all because again, yeah, what it is that like when you are like that and then you kind of separate. This is just in any dynamic of friendship or family, whatever it is. Yeah. In that time, you can come back and things could be super cool. All it means is that within this time where there's like you two are like this, there's been birthdays and celebrations that have been had, and there's like all of these like certain like marks maybe of success, or not even that, maybe even just things of like where you've just felt down and like things have been hard and you've got yourself out of it and all of that, and all of that's been missed. So it's like, it's not personal, it's just, it kind of is what it is. Once we get back, it's hard because I'm a bit different. Like all of these things that have happened have made me a bit different. But at the same time, we can still be this, but we've just missed a lot of stuff.
Missed a lot. Yeah, like, but that's what I mean. Basically, like there's just a gap. Like there's a gap. Like just a big gap. But in terms of like, I'm sure on his side as well, there's no love lost. Like never. We rap, man. Yeah. We rap like.
Once I went to number 1, all other numbers underwhelmed me. Number 10 had me top 10 had me feeling like a failure.
Cuz top 20 feel like euthanasia, cuz.
It's mad, isn't it? Like, did you feel like you allowed a level of your success to be defined by a number? Or not success, happiness. So like, see, like when you had the number 1 and that, and everything's lit.
Yeah.
Man's fucking gone doing everything, blah 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 blah. Yeah. The business side of music, the industry of it, like this, the number 1, you've sold this much. Now goes into the next part of what it is that you're doing, and that number 1 isn't there, and that number isn't there anymore. And that's that number. When you get past that number, that's what makes me feel good. Is that what kind of sort of was happening with you a bit?
Yeah, cuz. And it's like, not even, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, if you look at someone like Usain Bolt, for example, if the first race he comes 7th, his next race he comes 6th, then he came 6th again, then he went 7th, then they say he went 5th, then he went 3rd. And he's like, ooh, like, I wonder how it feels to be number 1. Then he goes number 1, he wins the race, he's number 1, won the medal. When he comes number 2, you never, how can it still be a win? But only because you've been to number 1.
So when you felt like, did you actually really feel like? Because I'm sure when you got the top 10 and that as well, yeah, or even top 20, people around you kind of must have been like, yeah, sick. Yeah, but then in within yourself, you just don't feel like that's a like.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a celebration. Like sometimes, like my thing was going, I wasn't even tweeting it. Like I didn't want to tweet it like it was number 7 or number 8. Right, well, I didn't want to tweet it. Like, right, you're right. But you feel like you've lost because you've been to number 1. But what you have to realize is, what kind of race are you winning? Are you trying to? What are you trying to like? Are you trying to be just number? Because if you just want number 1s, that comes with a certain type of decision etiquette.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? A certain type of feature bracket and some things that you might not really actually be comfortable with to consistently do it every single time. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and if that's what you want, then that's the conversation I had to have with myself. Like, if you want to be the number 1 guy all the time, then when Swedish House Mafia are sending you a beat, you need to say yes, not no. Because I was saying no, like, nah, I feel the beat. And the label saying, what do you mean you don't feel the beat? it says Swedish House Mafia.
Yeah.
Swedish House Mafia plus Wretch in this current climate equals
a smash.
But I like the beat, so we ain't even gonna try. They can't understand, like, you ain't even gonna try. But then it's them conversations I'm having to have with myself, like, bro, you said no to that, why? Still like the beat, like, went for you, not what you want to do.
Yeah, integrity.
Cool. So you want to be integral. This is what's gonna happen.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like,
it comes with the decision.
The decision. You've made the decision to not go number 1 all the time.
Yeah.
That's the decision you made.
And that's okay. And
it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Personally,
to be honest, either is fine.
that's
Choosing either is
true.
fine.
Exactly. But also, do you know what? From a fan perspective, I don't see you as that guy.
I'm not the number 1
Like,
guy.
you're not like. If you get it, that's cool. But you know what? As a Wretch fan, and I speak for people who are Wretch fans, give me a project that means something. I don't give a fuck. Like, you can sit and tweet that you got this number and that number. The Wretch fan don't care. The Wretch fan does not care about the... Like, it's cool. If you get it, amazing, innit? But the other number, we don't care. Give me, like, how you feeling? You get what I'm saying? Like, what's going on in your life? What's happening?
How you feeling?
Give me the Like, okay, you're doing a freestyle flex. Like, go and do your thing. I will go to another artist for the number 1 litness and all of that stuff. I don't come to you for that. I come to you to give me something that and that's just the selfishness within me. Do you get me? You don't have to do that. You're not obligated to do it. But I'm just saying we don't really care about that. That's your preference
of what I do.
Yeah. Like I don't really care about that. Do you get what I'm saying? Give me something that means something, and as long as that don't change, then you don't get what I'm saying.
I just had to level and overstand it myself. Like, I had to, because I was just like, it just made you feel, just make man feel away. Like, and then it's like, yeah, but bro, it's still a top, like, it's still in the top something.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Which is high. Top 10 is high, bro. What's your problem?
But even with that, you know what I kind of care about? Again, from a selfish point of view, I don't really care about those top things, which is good and it's sick, But like, at the end of the year, I like to be able to say, like, I'm looking at my top 10 albums of the year, like my top, you know what I mean? I want to be able to say that, this was a top something in my thing. Because I guess that sometimes it just depends on like who it is. I mean, everyone sort of matters and everyone counts, but you know, you got certain people that are like, they love music from a deeper point of view. Yeah. And when someone that loves it from a deep point of view says, you know what, like, that was a cold project, that means something even more. The other stuff, I guess, is like about, maybe more about your bank account and all of these type of things and whatnot. But like, I don't really care about that. But even on the flip side of that, you know, you mentioned like on the last song where you was talking about people saying that they preferred the old Wretch and that, right before the Selassie blessed and all of these type of things. Do you get that for real?
Yeah, people would say, yeah, man, I just
What do you think
One
about
time I
it?
met one producer. He worked a guy called Miles. He works with the Confex. Bruv, the
Oh, yeah, shout out
first
to him.
thing he said to me was, "Yeah, man, I prefer your old shit."
Okay. Buy my old album.
Yeah, innit? Cause that felt like a knife. That one feels sometimes like a knife, like ooh. Cause then it's like, but then you have to. What you have to question is what. You don't have to question anything actually. But
Did you ask him why?
yeah, I always ask why. Like, and I'm never like you can't ever. You can always be 100 with me. Like you can always. I get that. Not everything is for everyone. It was just like, yeah, man, just more raw. And I was like, oh, okay. I know what you mean. Can't knock you. This cough is annoying.
Do you want some water? Do you want a break
water.
just for a second? You got some water?
Fill this up if you want.
No. Let me go and see if I can quick.
That might be something.
This thing is killing me. I don't know why it's doing this. Yeah, so like, I prefer your old shit. Is just like, that's more of a reflection of you than it is on me.
Yeah.
It's what you like, not what I like,
Mm.
and I have to accept that. Because to some people, you preferring my old shit might be when I was on Heat FM, just doing grind bars. I never had songs. That's nice. That's cool. That's not where I'm at now. You can enjoy that. Have a couple tapes.
Yeah.
You don't need to follow me where I am today. Then, do you know what I mean? Like, and you just have to accept things, bruv.
Yeah, I think it's like the acceptance of that whole thing of it's actually okay if
It's fine.
we're not. Yeah, that's cool.
fine.
There's
Like,
something that at least I've given you something that you
that
can
you
go
liked.
back to. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah. That's how I feel. Like, so that's more like me, just like, you know what I mean, just putting it out there. Like, I hear you when you're saying it or when you're tweeting it. I hear you.
I noticed that you mentioned a couple of times on Bummy's Boy as well. Yeah, where actually it's at the end.
Yeah.
Where like someone's saying, "Oh man, you're called Mummy's boy," like you're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you used to get that when you was young, for real, like all the
Most.
time? Like, oh,
My mum used to have a brethren called Paul,
yeah,
but I don't think he's ever said my name.
Mummy's boy,
Yo, girly boy.
yeah,
Mummy's boy. Man call me girly boy, cuz.
yeah.
Yo, girly boy. Why I say that? Yo, mummy's boy, mummy, yo, girly boy. Like, bruv. Oh my God, the way, if I could, like, you know, like, as a youth, if you could go mad and do something, you would, but you can't. You have to know yourself, you get used.
That could have a different effect though, because that shit can make you feel like, you know what, let me just start wiling out on man. You get what I'm saying? Let me not just start punching up something now for man to stop.
Or it can make you like, it can make you subdued, man, and go into your show.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you feel offended and you feel scared of the older generation and you feel like lack of acceptance or whatever, and cower and go into a show or whatever. So that's why I felt like it was important to do that tune, because you're coming from a Caribbean household, which I know, I'm familiar with different ones. I've seen it numerous times. That is a real disrespect. Like, yo, you're the mummy's wife. So it's cool. Like, it's fine. I was as well. It's cool.
There's a bar as well where you said, I can't remember, something about slipping through a finger, and you never saw the man that was
a ring on
put
her
a ring on her finger, which that was a reference to your pups.
Yeah, and I was saying like in that whole song, it's about it's about just making it through the bad part. Do you get what I'm saying? Just weathering the storm and looking at the light at the end of the tunnel as Christmas. That's why in the chorus it's like that. He's making it to Christmas, but it's just like seeing so much in life, and it's like, then even with that, like, I've seen my mum try and find love, like, but it must have slipped through her finger, because I've never met the man that put a ring on her finger. Like,
okay,
do you get what I'm saying? Like, it can happen, but you got to make it happen.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? You got to make it happen, and that's me giving that.
So that's good, man. You gave us like a little diary of like when you go between just like the vibes.
Yeah.
There's some vibes. Even the song with Gigs as well, yeah? When I heard that, so 1010, I see Gigs on it, right?
Yeah.
I heard like the way the beat is, the way you're doing your thing on it, and I'm going to be honest, I was thinking, alright, like, what's Gigs going to do with this thing? Because sometimes, like, sometimes Gigs has been able to like proper. See, like on Free Wheel Ups, I had the same thing.
Yeah.
Was it Free Wheel Ups that he's
Yeah,
on
Free
with Kano?
Wheel Ups, yeah.
So it's like I know that he's on it, and I'm like, alright, cool. Let me hear what you know. What I mean, what he's gonna do with this one then.
Yeah.
I bodied that, and then I heard this, and I'm hearing the way that you're spitting on it. I'm thinking, this is just the geeky side of me, by the way.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm thinking, Giggs is gonna slow it down a little bit
Yeah.
now, because his flow sometimes what he'll do is he'll catch like maybe the slower part of the beat or whatever. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, let me hear what he's, you know what I mean? See if he's still, you know, something. Bro, I can't lie. Yeah, he kind of bodied that one still.
Like,
Yeah,
he
he
weren't
definitely
playing, cuz. He
bodied
weren't
that.
playing. Yeah, nah, he knew he was going to
And
go fast.
he writes without, he doesn't write either.
Nah,
does he?
same as man.
Yeah,
Just walk around and just laughing, coming to man like, yo, yeah, I'm gonna put that in. Like, then crack on back in his zone. Yeah, cuz.
With Gets as well, yeah, I was thinking this the other day. I was like, I hope you understand what I mean when I say this, yeah? But I listened to something that Gets done recently. I can't remember what it was, yeah, and it was hard. And I was thinking to myself, at this stage in Gets' career, from my perspective, he's actually not supposed to be this good.
No.
And the reason why I say that, yeah, is because for me, I think, okay, Gets is Gets from the fucking, you get what I'm saying? Like, he's at his best when shit's hit the fan.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and in life, yeah, that's where I fell in love with Gets. From a selfish point of view as well, when shit was hitting the fan and things just wasn't really rosy. He's that type of artist for me. I'm obviously proper happy that he's out here doing shows and tours and all of these type of stuff. But now I was thinking to myself, he's not supposed to be this good.
Correct.
He's supposed to be the artist that he's definitely supposed to be the artist that I turn around and say, you know what, I preferred it when shit hit the fan. But bro, he's still out here bodying like shit has hit the fan still.
The man is he's an extreme talent, cuz. And we take that level of talent and level of consistency.
It's not talked about enough, bro.
We take it for granted because it just Gets, and he's been doing it for over 10 years, so it's cool. But it's not fucking cool, fam. To be that good, fam, it takes so much. It takes willpower, it takes brain power, cuz, like, to work out how to reinvent yourself, to work out how to say everything you've said 10,000 times, another 10,000 times. Because we can only tell you about what we've seen and what our lives and what we've heard, and we give you a few story ones now and again. Do you get what I'm saying? But to consistently create and find a new way to where you said that, you've told me that story 150 times, and each time you've told me it's different. Man, that's a special individual. Fam.
That's a real skill, boy.
Special individual.
Yeah, man. And I like that little chemistry that all you man have anyway, with how serious you lot take this thing.
Sure.
Like, it's not just going in the studio and doing a 10-minute thing and gone again.
No.
Like, this is, I need to make sure that I'm on point, because if my man's way on point and I'm off, then no one might not notice it, but I notice it and we notice it. Like, us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, and he knows.
He knows,
that's
isn't it? Yeah.
mad for us. That's mad for me. Like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, as a whole, man, like, you know, how do you feel, man? How do you feel now that it's all out and stuff like that, and just like, you know, where you are at life and stuff like that?
Yeah,
you genuinely really good?
Yeah, I'm Irie, man. I feel like I like that it's, because for me, I look at like all my albums, fam, is just like a chapter of my life, and I don't know how much chapters we're gonna get. You get what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna give. So it's like everything has its real significance, but at the end, as a whole, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it should be thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just in terms of everything, man, now I'm easy, man. I'm easy. Like, the album's been received well. The book's gonna come in November.
I feel like I have this strange suspicion that you're gonna stop doing this soon.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, and do you know why?
Go on.
Because you've said I'm passing on the baton a couple of times, bro. And I don't know like what you mean when you say it, but you said it on this album.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm passing on the baton.
Yeah.
Like, why do you keep saying that?
I think, I don't know, man. If I'm honest, like, I think music is something that I will always do. The only thing will be whether I put it out or not.
Okay.
Because I don't, effectively, or if I'm honest, I do this for me. Because I actually need to do this. Like, I need to push myself, I need to test myself. I've got so much to talk about, a lot to get off my chest. But whether I put the music out at a stage in life, that might be a different story.
You might do a JME, boy.
Do you get what I'm
worry.
saying?
Yeah.
And it just, or it comes out in different ways. It comes out through the book, or it comes out in a play, or it comes out in a film. Or
Yeah.
It comes out in different ways. But I always did say to myself, like, when I was a youth, man, I was like, yeah, 32, and they call the album 3-2, and that's your last album. I did say that as a youth. And then I started saying, like, nah, that won't be the last one. I'll be like, if I'm in the room with youths, like, say I'm in the room with Av, Stormzy, Dave, and we've all done a tune, and I'm listening to the tune, and I'm like, I can't keep up. Like I said, if that day comes, then wrestle, and then if like what you're hearing, because I never want to be the guy, like, you know, like you see when Tyson was still fighting, and he shouldn't be.
Yeah, we all knew he was
losing to some, I don't even know who.
I don't want to disrespect, man, but some idiot, really.
Some body shot.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah,
yeah. Like someone who's baby food to him, really.
But that's because he's not, you get what I'm saying? He's not Mike
anymore.
In Mike's time.
You want to go out on top.
I'd want to leave on a high.
And on your terms as well.
And on my terms.
But understand that high is how you feel within yourself, though. That high is
yeah.
like,
And I'm not putting that high. That's why I'm always putting the high. And I'm leveling it with talent.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like,
okay,
if my album don't go top 10,
yeah.
I'm quitting. I'm saying like, if I'm in the room with lyricists who are the lyricists of today, and they're rapping or they're doing a cypher, and I'm listening, and I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
I can't keep up with this.
Yeah.
And I try, and I go home, and I write my thing, and
It's not happening.
fuck. And then I come back in the room again the next time, and I'm trying again, and I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna wrestle, and then I'm gonna be like, do you know what?
I hear that, bro.
Maybe you just make music and you don't release it. Because I don't want to be, my memory, like I remember seeing Mike Tyson getting weighed in, like about 3
So
fights.
do I. Yeah.
And
That
for
hurt.
some reason,
It felt like one of the man,
Bro.
my brothers or family or even my pops was getting knocked out. That's how it felt, bro. Hurt.
and for some reason you remember that.
More than the other.
More than all the other
than the
shit.
success.
Yeah.
Like, it was horrible. Old
Bruh.
Mike in the ring. Have you seen?
Fam.
Google it. Like, no, but you've seen Mike. You've seen clips of him.
Fam. Old Mike. You know what was happening? Mike was coming into the ring and he was just doing that. And man was not even wanting it anymore. You know that? Mike would come in, you know when he would just do that?
Yeah.
When he would just do that.
Flexible.
Man, after that, man didn't even want to fight anymore. Mike used to come into the ring with no music. Do you understand how
Really?
intimidating that is?
No walkout music.
He just
Like, 'cause
walked
this
out
was
with the
different.
man them.
That's cold.
With
I respect
with the
that.
black
That's
thing.
Crazy.
Man, like there was one fight actually, you'd have to Google it, I can't remember the name of it. There was one fight he had where he was in there and the man started running away from him. He started running away from him and he started bawling. I remember that
Fam, it
one.
was
I can't
more
remember the guy's name. He was breaking down in there, bro. It was intimidating. So when you see now Mike getting beaten up like that,
By a guy you've never heard. This ain't the guy.
exactly.
Like, you're not fighting the guy. He's fighting a guy.
Yeah.
And the guy is dealing with Mike, and Mike's tapping out. They're throwing in the towel. He's getting knocked out. You're like, just stop 4 fights earlier, bro.
Yeah.
And your Mike, you still, you know what I mean? Don't take nothing away from whatever he achieved.
Yeah,
Anyway.
of course.
No.
But the
He's
memory
doing a
of
sick
that-
podcast now, by the way. Shout
yeah?
out to Mike Tyson. Yeah, man. He's
Yeah.
doing a real good podcast. It's good to see him like that still.
I don't want my memories like that, man.
Yeah, I hear that.
I've been
Bro.
through too much lyrical. I could have been killed in
Warfare.
every song I've done with these people I've been rapping with.
Yeah.
To
Lyrical
what, to just
warfare.
Get to here to just now I'm just anyone. This new guy, he started rapping today. He's running rings around. Nah.
I appreciate you, bro.
Nah, bro.
Genuinely,
It's
man.
love, it's
Like
love.
seriously, love and guidance to you every time, bro.
I phoned you and I said yes. We were supposed to do this for so long, and I said, "Yo, yes,
of course,
I want to come now."
Yeah, I said, and remember I told you, I said, Wretch is one of the VIPs. You know what I mean? I put him in. I said, "Yep, Wretch." I said, "Wretch can come." I said, "Rihanna can come." I said, "Piers Morgan can come." You know what I mean? Like they could do those.
Rihanna can come for sure.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
That'll happen.
Yeah, and Dave.
Dave, please, Dave. Listen, I'll beg.
But Wretch, thanks for coming through, my bro.
Love, bro.
And congratulations on the album and that again. Yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone. Yeah.